The Groups feature inside of DaVinci Resolve's color page is a great organizational tool. Timeline filtering can be used to only show clips belonging to a particular group, removing distracting elements to help you focus and work faster. Changes affecting all clips in a group can be done in one location, saving you the trouble of making the same adjustment multiple times, copying nodes, etc. A look can be created in one place with a single node or set of nodes for all clips in a group. The split screen feature makes it easy to compare clips in a group to one another, helping identify clips needing more work. Clips making up a scene are typically grouped together. Clips can also be grouped based on other criteria, like location, camera used, or whatever works for your project. Groups can also be used for node-based color management in situations where some clips in a project are shot with a different camera, for example. To create a group, first select the clips to be included in the new group. Holding down Command, Control, and Windows, click on the clips in the thumbnail timeline. If the clips are next to one another, select the first clip and, holding down Shift, select the last clip to select them all. Right-click on a selected clip and select Add into New Group from the menu. Give the group a name. A green paperclip appears in the bottom right corner of each clip, identifying them as members of the group. To make effective use of groups, you need to understand how they work. A group is composed of 3 node stacks or levels: Group Pre-Clip, Clip, and Group Post-Clip. The Group Pre-Clip and Group Post-Clip levels are used to apply group-wide changes, while the Clip level is for making adjustments to individual clips. You can imagine a node tree for a group consisting of 3 clips looking something like this. Group Pre-Clip is where you would make preliminary adjustments that will affect all clips in the group. Node-based color management would be done here with the use of a color space transform node. In some situations, color correction could be carried out here as well. If all the clips in a group have oversaturated red tones, for example, a node can be added here to address the issue for all clips at once, instead of having to do it separately for each clip in the group. And if the clips in the group are sufficiently similar to one another, you can even carry out most or all of your primary color correction here. Clip is where you make individual adjustments to each clip, such as contrast, exposure, saturation, and secondary grading. Group Post-Clip is where final adjustments that affect all clips in the group are made. If you're applying a specific creative look to clips in a group, this is where you would do that. This is also where you might add effects like film grain, etc., that should apply to all clips in the group. And if using node-based color management, this is where you would place your output color space transform node. Let's go over an example to illustrate. First, let's filter the timeline to show only clips from a particular group. From the Clips menu, select Grouped. And from its submenu, select the group to isolate. The default node level is Clip. Here I have exposure and saturation nodes specific to each individual clip. I'll switch to the Group Pre-Clip level. You can use the drop-down menu or use the dots to the left of it. Any nodes here will have a yellow outline instead of the usual red outline, a visual reminder that any changes here will affect all clips in the group. I don't have anything going on here, but this is where you'd place a color space transform if you were doing node-based color management. To illustrate how changes here affect all clips, I'll make an extreme adjustment. Every clip in the group has been affected. I'll switch to the Group Post-Clip level. Nodes at this level have yellow outlines as well, a reminder that changes here also affect all clips. I've placed my Look node here. Let's add a film damage effect to complement the look. With one change in one location, the effect has been applied to all clips in the group. No need to copy nodes to multiple node trees, copying and pasting, or any kind of duplication. A great feature of working with groups is the ability to display all clips in the viewer at once for comparison. Click the split screen button in the upper left of the viewer. From the drop-down, select Current Group. To see better, the viewer can be enlarged by pressing Shift-F. It's easy to spot mismatches and other inconsistencies. One clip is noticeably darker. I'll click on it to select it. The white rectangle shows the current selection. I'll exit the expanded viewer by pressing Shift-F. I'll switch the clip level and make adjustments to the exposure node. To turn off split screen view, click the split screen button. To remove timeline filtering, select all clips from the Clips menu. To add one or more clips to an existing group, select the clips to be added. Right-click on a selected clip. From the Group submenu, select Assign to Group from the submenu of the group to add the clips to. You can also right-click on a selected clip and select Add into Current Group from the menu. To change the current group, select the clip belonging to the group to be made current. Another way is to right-click on a selected clip. In the Group submenu, the current group will have a check mark beside it. To load another group and make it the current one, select Load from its submenu. To assign a clip or clips belonging to one group to another, select the clips. Right-click on a selected clip and select Assign to Group from the submenu of the group to add the clips to. To remove clips from a group, select the clips to be removed. Right-click on a selected clip and select Remove from Group. If you wish to keep all the nodes from the group pre-clip and group post-clip levels, select Collapse Group Grades. Those nodes will be lost otherwise. To delete a group, first select a clip. Right-click on it. Go to Groups. Select Delete from the submenu of the group to delete. I hope this video has shown you how working with groups can really speed up and simplify your color grading workflow. Thank you for watching.